So I'm not sure how well this is coming through on the old crappy cell phone, but I just pulled the mesh off of this hive to clear out some dead bees that have been accumulating over the winter. And then I started using the mesh to just scrape out the bees. And you can see that I see that little bit of paper and that sort of brown stuff, I guess. That's that looks like pollen from, yeah, look, see that? All those shards of paper, that's the pollen patties that the bees were eating. And this here could be fragments of pollen, or it could be fragments of oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, I think, let me just take a look. Yeah, I think that's a lot of that is just pollen, the pollen patty that they didn't eat. A lot of it is, see, I don't know. See, now I'm getting confused. Look at that. See, that could be, let me just feel that. Yeah, I think that might be, oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty neat. It looks like it's a combination of chewed up pollen patties or protein patties, and oh, there we go. Look at all that. Oh yeah, that's just comb. That's just chewed through comb that they've been eating. See, that's the comb that accumulates over the winter time as they're eating their honey. Just little dusty bits of comb. Anyhow, that's interesting. Let's try it on this one. I got bees bopping in my face, but they're nice bees. I'm just gonna pull this off. Let's see what we find in here. Oh yeah, see, oh yeah, this is just getting, okay, look, that's sugar. So these bees, I gave them some sugar just to be safe, but they didn't eat any of it. You can see that, well, maybe they ate some of it, but you can see they're just chucking most of it at the bottom of the hive. But it only cost me $2 to throw that sugar in. Look at all of it. Look at, okay, what is this? Okay, I don't like this. This is oh, that's a bit of that's sugar, but it's wet too. So there's some moisture getting into the side of that hive. On that side, where's it getting in? Maybe right there. There's a bit of a crack right there. I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, a bit of moisture. That's weird. The things you find inside your hives. You see, that's a lot. So these bees, I think this is the hive that I gave dry sugar. I put, I have to check my records, but I think I put some newspaper right over the top bars and just poured it in. Oh no, hold on. Oh yeah, maybe I did, yeah. Anyway, I can't remember. I don't take very good notes. But look, that's all sugar. So this is great because it shows to me that these bees had plenty of honey and they didn't need that sugar. And even though they didn't need it, I don't think it really hurts to toss it in there in case they do, because I had a hive once, a gigantic hive, die on me. I think it was on my third or fourth winter, and it was a huge colony. And I thought, oh no, I don't want to get off this sugar thing. Don't give them any sugar. Let them eat their natural honey and all that stuff, and they starved and they died. So at least that prevents them from dying if something goes wrong where they can't access their honey or whatever. And sometimes they won't eat their honey because you'll have all kinds of things that'll turn them off their honey. Sometimes they'll the honey isn't capped and it gets moldy and mildewy and they won't work the honey. So a little bit of sugar goes a long way. It's an insurance policy. And saying you don't believe in giving your bees sugar is like saying, you don't believe in, vaccines. It doesn't hurt. Okay. Now these ones have got some kind of a goop. Yeah. I don't know if I can smell something. There might be a lot of bees in here too. Yeah, see, that isn't scraped out for a while. But this is just going, this mesh is just going deep into the hive. I'm going as far back as I can, and so you can see too, they're tossing out. They're not eating. Oh, look at that! Oh man, a lot of sugar in there. And it's all gooey too. So there is. Whew, oh yeah. See, that's the other thing too, like that sugar, almost smells like fermenting honey. Oh, that's what's happening, man. I can smell that. Oh yeah, that's like fermented honey. That's exactly what it is. It smells like doesn't stink, but it smells like a brewery. Yeah, that hive is there's always something funny going on with that hive. I wasn't sure about it going into winter, and that'll be the first one that I dig into once the weather clears up. Yeah, I just cleared out their bottom entrances. Looks good. Let's see what's going on down here. Can we see in there? So there's all the sugar. I could do the same with these guys too, but these guys they've always been a bit cranky. Well, I can see inside I don't know if you can see this, but I gave this some sugar too, and I can see and a pollen patty, and I can see the pollen patty paper. Well, some of it right there, right here. Looks like parchment paper or wax paper. So I think that stuff that all these crumbly bits in this hive, I think this isn't the pollen patty. It's leftover comb from the bees eating their honey. So anyway, a lot of dead bees down there, but that's normal. You can't get into beekeeping if you can't handle dead bees. All right, man, looks good. I gotta remember to come out here later on and put the mesh back on though, because it's always I've done this before where I think, oh, all right, spring has sprung, and let's remove the mesh and let the bees be free. And then it gets freezing cold and minus 10 degrees in the snowstorm and buries the hives. So don't want to do that. Cool, man.